Hello, my lovelies. Who's ready to cry? I'm glad you can see my go fuck yourself in the bottom there. Thank you for the check-in, spouse. Thank you for returning your books. I think that might be a first for you. I'm nervous. I think this is the first sub-goal we're completing as well. Well, thank you. Let me go ratathon. Yes, this is accidentally the first redeem because this message brought to you by the Gar Gang. What message? Fucking menace. This is accidentally the first sub goal that is being completed because the past two FNAF ones have just been shit shows. I was supposed to do them, and then who needs AC, and then who needs anxiety. Yeah, no. Smile. Anyways, shall we get that fucking bread? Can I have my game, please? Thanks. Yeah, that looks like a good spot. Why not? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. What if I'm just nervous? Do I don't get out of it. I know I don't, but what if I said please? Okay. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. My Cymbalta prescription is 120. Fuck it. We ball. Right? I vaguely know everything. So, no. How is the game audio? I know we're not really there yet, but still. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure. Highly disturbing content. Boots, this stream's gonna give you anxiety. It's horror, and there's a heart rate monitor. But hello, my love. Yeah, I'll be fine. I don't even have audio. Hold on. Capture audio. How's that? I'm familiar with the Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, but are you familiar with Rat? How does this sound? I assume it's okay. Yeah, it looks good enough for me. So apparently there is virtual desktop, which is super nice because that means I don't have to stream my whole screen and you don't have to see my simping with my desktop backgrounds, so. It's okay. Fuck it, we ball. Enter my name. My name is Castiel. I don't know if I can do, like, high-pitched girly voices anymore. Hey! I'm gonna take that as a no. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Voice crack. I can't help it. I take the testosterone now. I'm a big man. And not at all your favorite twink. Also, hello, Dress2. Welcome in. Thank you for the first and returning your book. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Second favorite twin. What? Where? Damn. Demoted. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Thank you for the ads. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk. Let's say where you catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Castiel. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Damn! Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I would ignore her. There's a 50-50. Sometimes I am the main character, and sometimes I'm Sayori, and it just 100% depends who it is. I don't know who Kate is. Late. Oh, I was like, who's Kate? She's late? That's her problem? Yeah. Bitch, I don't want to be late. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commutes. Doing D&D, so I shall lurk. Have a good lurk. By the way, Castiel, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I've been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, how I wish. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it'll make you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. But I realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. No, the fuck it's not. I'm the librarian. Hold on. You can't just put those words in my mouth, game. I mean, you can. That's like kind of the whole point. But yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yawners. Jesus. A warehouse fire? Damn. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
She makes me nervous.
Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
She also makes me nervous. I don't care. No one... You kind of fuck off, whatever, if I remember correctly. Everything else is nervous.
Castiel, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Yeah, fuck her. Let's chill. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, smartest in the club.
And horniest, I know that. I remember that.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I get it. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. She makes me nervous. Pretty women make me nervous.
It's great to see you again, Castiel.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Castiel. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, It's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh.
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
Like Crowley.
And Rotini Rowini. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Bitch, get your shit together. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I didn't fucking say you did, bitch. Goddamn. I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you, you, dummy.
Alright, bitch. Goddamn. Chill. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. I saw the heart rate, but she makes me anxious. Her and her weird fucking pen. Ugh.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs.
So you steal me to fucking murder your friends? What? It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah. We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Castiel, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. That's what we went with?
Could have just said fiction. I think that would have been better.
You decided on manga? Champ. Buddy. Pal. Friendo. What? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Keep her the fuck away from me.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? So out without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually complex novels. Hold on, My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me well.
Oh, do they? I fucking bet.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, have you? I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world around, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Who asked you?
Oh, why's that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. So are we siddles? Is that supposed to be slides up? Siddles? Siddles. Up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels.
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Fan fiction. That's what this book is, by the way. It's just smut. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your own work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh, Jesus. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Good job.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Am I gonna have to legit write a poem? Oh my fuck. Hi, Rowena. Thanks.
Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get to a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Castiel? Don't bring me into this.
Monica smiles warmly at me once again.
Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that?
Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, Thanks for the gar. Somehow it made my heart rate go down. I think it's because I stopped breathing. Yeah, there does go my train of thought. Jesus Christ. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought... Castiel...
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. That's me anytime women talk to me. I'm defenseless against them. I'm cooked. Say Star 3 because I fucking know how this game is. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's also me. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
I'm not even gonna try that again. I fucking know better. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I did. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Castiel, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Booty, 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 booty. Rockin' everywhere. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. Yeah, she gets it. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I mean, that was a pretty good poem. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. I've had that since I opened the game, but okay. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Castiel, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I don't think it's a chance or a choice. Just a thought. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I actually have to fucking write. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Massacre. Pain. Cry. Graveyard. Unstable. I feel like this is for the wrong game. Not climax, misfortune. Heartbeat. Dream. Depression. Uncanny. Shame. No, fuck. Crimson. Disarray. Vertigo. Anxiety. Yeah, anxiety. I do have that right now. Sadness. No, fuck. I don't want the boring one. Sip. Okay. Oh, it's a stretch. Okay. Oh god. Incapable. Oh, no, fuck. Disaster. Dark. Fuck. Don't give me the boring one. Oh, stretch. Get boring. I think I had enough for Yuri. With her weird fucking pen. Alright, time to have so many voice cracks.
Hi again, Castiel. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Castiel. Don't fucking... I know you're gonna get the weird eyes. I don't like the weird eyes. They make me nervous. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Bye, Tabby. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh my god. The totally... Fox raid? I think you spelled Chihuahua wrong. Hello, raiders. Hello, himbo. Hello, other himbo. How are we? I would ask... Get it. Oh. There we go. I would ask what you were playing, but I know it's the Pretty Man game, so... How was it? Out. Let me give you a shouty outie. If you don't know me, hello, my name is Castiel. I am your time deity librarian rat. Oh my... Getting shit thrown at me. I'm getting bonked. Chihuahua, right? See? Nak gets it. Nakit? Do you want Nakitsuki first? Naki? Okay, haha. Yeah, Thora, you got first. I believe in you. Naki trader? Nah. Naki correct. Chihuahua raid. What did we decide on? Fox Wawa? Anyways, welcome in, raiders. If you don't know me, I am your time deity rat, Castiel. I would like to think that I am a co-working VTuber, but really, it is whatever hyperfixation I am on right now. I am doing one of the goals from my rat-a-thon that I had done, and it's Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. If you don't know, Doki Doki, while it does look cute here, is a horror game. Please check out any content warnings you think you might need. It also has flashing lights. If that is not for you, that is okay. If you have to raid and run as well, Canis, that is okay. Make sure you get a snack, get some water, and take any meds if you need to. I'm going to go back to voice crack the game. Thank you again for the raid.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
That fucking snitch! What the fuck?
And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out, or what.
I'll probably run. Take it easy, you goober. I will. Don't worry about raiding and running. There will be plenty of clips of the hellscape that is the voice cracks. Have a good lurk, my fox wawa.
But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the clip room.
Clip every one of them, chat. There was a really bad one in the beginning. I don't know if anyone clipped it. It was bad. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Castiel always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
I don't think I'll be having fun.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
She makes me anxious. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
You wouldn't take a pen that I borrowed and stab yourself with it over it, would you? That would be wild. Right? I ironically love the design of all of the girls. I do too. I cosplay literally all of them but Sayori, so 3/4 of them. I just wish the fandom didn't suck. I know. I know, you know.
How come you and Castiel become good friends too?
Sayori. Monica did things to me. I think she did things to everyone. Funnier part is, I joke about Yuri making me anxious, but she also makes me nervous because pretty women. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori.
Me?
You got something for me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sorry, I made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it. I am a professional streamer and voice actor, I swear. Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in her book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. She's probably trying to hide all the fucking manga. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. She wants my dick. Why are we feeling bad? I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious.
What? Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Oh, she absolutely bought that specifically for me. Oh. Buying me books. That's... You want in my heart? Or my pants? Book. Buy rat book. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I didn't let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Castiel?
Oh no, I am. I don't know if the main character is, but me? Oh, sign me up. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided mortals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
This sprite might be my favorite. She's so cute. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I books like...
Hello?
When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's how I am in real life. Thora and like 8-Ball and everyone can vouch. I'll go off on a tangent. I don't shut up sometimes. I really don't think you need to worry. Nah, info dump at me, baby girl. That's my shit. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Urius.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. It is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Me too, girly pop.
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
She's so fucking cute! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Yes, that is how you hold a book open. Good job, me. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Her honkers are in the way. Sorry. Sorry, Chad. I'll shut the fuck up. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Huh?
Turn the page.
Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do.
Oh, I love her.
Say yes. Oh, she's so cute. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. She also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Castiel, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
Oh, it's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Put a sticky note in. Put a bookmark in. Goddamn.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, I had so much anxiety picking words, so I didn't have to deal with the boring one. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I really couldn't find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Wifey. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Hey, girly pop. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Huh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Chill, lady. It's okay. Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Like I said, booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. That's all I got. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Yeah, what can I say?
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
She doesn't like men. I don't... What are we confused about?
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, it's called Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
It's just cursive? Hello? What? Yeah, what? Are we looking at the same piece of paper? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Because I was using proper punctuation. God damn. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I do read cursive often.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. I'm about ready to crash out about why are we loading. I just saw a loading circle. It's too early. Don't do this to me yet. I want to spend more time with my wife before she stabs herself. Please and thank you. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It was so fucking pretty.
It wasn't too short.
No.
I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
You can write as dark as you want. Please. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Castiel.
Really? The main character is dumb as hell. Just saying. I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Didn't she just say that I took forever to fucking read it? Was it too short of a read or too long of a read? I'm having a time.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
I'd like to think mine was actually just the fucking words that I picked, just smashed on the paper. Like, each one's its own line, so it was just like, blood, gore, a graveyard. Like, there's not even, like, an actual poem there. I think that would really... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Castiel.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Yuri. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't give a fuck about Monica.
Hi, Castiel.
Hi. You make me scared.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better,
I'm always listening.
don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Oh, I will.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Even the main character knows she's fucking insane. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Castiel. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Oh, it's fucking not!
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Castiel. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it.
Anxiety, death, graveyard, blood. Yeah, sure. I was going, oh god.
It's really metaphorical.
Was it? Sure. If you say so.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
Okay.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Oh yeah.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
I almost said imaginary.
Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
No, I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Isn't this like a... her writing a poem, realizing she's in the game? And her talking about us on the other side, the player looking in?
So what do you think?
I think I'm nervous. I'll be real. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Like me reading it out loud to chat? Just a thought. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Yeah, did you?
It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous.
I hate you. That was not funny. That was rude. Gargan, don't encourage him.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other.
You're gonna kill them all first. Like I'm gonna kill 8-Ball for doing that in game.
Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Hey, Girly Pop. There's no anxiety here.
This is a good poem, Castiel. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
Guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Castiel. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yeah, we can hang around.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. This is going to be ass, right? Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out of and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. This was fucking everything. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question?
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem.
Yeah, I did.
It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Fucking of course you did, bitch. Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
You didn't have to make eggs, you could have just made toast. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
Next time, I won't forget.
I don't know if there's gonna be a next time.
And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Hey, girly pop.
Castiel, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
Do you want me to answer that? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine.
Well, sorry. Which child is that? Okay, goodbye, Rowena. Oh, hi. Crowley's just fucking sitting behind me. Oh my god. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Correct? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am? Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, then I made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in that last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, that was something. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Okay. Sure, champ. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Castiel did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Castiel liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Why are we standing up? Why'd the music stop? Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Castiel appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? 'Cause I don't fucking like you. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Castiel started showing up. I got the biggest tits here. Everyone chill. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, you guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Castiel. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Castiel. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Castiel? Oh, hold the fucking phone. How about everyone can write in their own way? Just a thought. Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be Yuri. Unironically, even though I am of the firm belief everyone has their own writing styles, ways of doing things, etc., etc., etc. I am big on things like symbolism and deeper meanings, and all that versus simplistic. I'm not someone who likes when the story's right there in plain text for you. Symbolize these nuts. Get them. You're lucky I do not have mod view open right now, because those would be gone and you would not speak for 10 minutes. But, I mean, like, I like A or Gs, where you gotta, like, piece things together. Some of my favorite franchise is Silent Hill, which is symbolism the game. So, yeah, Yuri. What? I didn't say that one. Dad, I said the other one. What the fuck? What is this bullshit? You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Okay. Good. Quit being a bitch. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yeah, she fucking did. Hey, I thought your poem was cute. Hey, quit stuffing your bra, bitch. God damn, chill. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. No, I don't.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what?
I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Hey, don't come back. Problem solved. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Kobe.
Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No? Yuri? How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Castiel. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
My voice is not thankful, Jesus. It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Suki said about, I would do anything so shameful. So.
Eh? What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. Oh, Crowley. Oh my god. Oh my god, why would you lick my fucking leg? Oh my god. Can I finish the day before I feed you, Crowley? Holy shit. Oh my god. I can't believe he did that. I'm not even in the fucking scary part of the game and I'm getting jump scared by my own cat.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Castiel, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. I just had, like, rumbling in my left ear. Hello? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Castiel, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Yeah, let's go feed my cats. Alright. God, I love Twitch inconsistency, my beloved. So great. Let's write another fucking weird poem. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
Mayhaps. Does it matter? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Castiel, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
She's gonna die, right? Like, right now. I don't get another day, do I? It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Despise. No, fuck. Horror. Fuck. Tenacious. Massacre. Contamination. Empty. Fuck. I don't want you. Graveyard. Incapable. Hopeless. Fuck. Frightening. Doki Doki. That's the name of the game. Cage. Meager. Uncanny. Scars. Fuck. Anxiety. Death. Cry. Fuck. I absolutely got her. I don't want the boring one. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Castiel.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
Because you broke. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you planned conveniently. Forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
You feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri,
tell Castiel to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution.
Revolution?
Woman. Retribution.
Okay. She's stupid. Not me.
That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. Guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
I don't like that. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, stretchies, okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, I put a rib back. Oh. My posture's good because I had just sat back down. And a sip.
What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. I want a cookie. Chat, I could fuck up an oatmeal raisin cookie right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's probably the one who bakes. It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki? That's so nice of you.
Sure. If you say so.
I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie is still in hand? Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. She's gonna fucking take a bite of this bitch's cookie. $10. I wrote this game, chat. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Me? Yeah, fair enough. That's true. Alright. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club after her boyfriend after all. No one said she had a... You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have had to heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's, Monica looks at me. Don't look at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Castillo. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Can we get rid of her yet? Hey, Yuri. Fuck yeah. Still got the wifey. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Ah, no. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea.
I fucking love tea. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just, Yuri was gonna make some tea. I suddenly realize how weird it sounds explaining this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's,
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Castiel in club activities?
She's gonna kill you. Why would you do that? She's gonna kill you. My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Castiel.
I don't know if I want to no more. I think I'm good. I'll be for real. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. I don't want to do this no more. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How can I say something like that?
Yuri?
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Castiel, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
'Cause I think there's good in everyone. I think you can have experiences and not have people be mean about it. I've been told I'm really nice to a fault. You're doing your best, and sometimes, you know, it wasn't the right thing in the beginning, but you can realize that and work on it, and owning up to it is the first spot. So just because you didn't think then, you thought now. You can do bad things and not be a bad person in the same way you can do good things and not be a good person. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Castiel, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyways, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Castiel, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. I actually don't. I'm really picky about tea. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. Yeah? That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Castiel. It's very enduring. Endurance test. Go. That's, Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Castiel, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Fuck it. Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back.
I mean, I guess. In theory, right?
I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
I get it. That's why chat makes me stretch all the time. Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
your posture, right? I always hunched over like that while reading.
Yeah, I have terrible reading posture.
Oh.
So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Definitely not massive honkers or anything. That would be crazy. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? You really are a high school boy. Her shoulder! Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. You could put the fucking cup down! Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Oh, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
I get it. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Oh my god, she's so fucking cute. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Oh. Well, in that case... Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. Please. She doesn't even look away from the book. She just simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Yes! Life good. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. I'm good. I'm so good. I'm so okay. Everything's good. Everything's alright. Don't look at the heart rate. We're chill. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. I love women. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Castiel?
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
That's... Well, you were just hoping.
Oh my god. I'm a little warm. I'm a little warm.
That's something that friends do.
Yeah, friends. I love my friends.
Right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. Yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. The situation has gotten really tense.
Yeah.
I'm so good. I'm so okay. It's so chill. Everything's fine. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Duh! How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I'm gonna put my fucking fingers in your mouth, woman. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. I'm totally normal. I'm just gonna breathe. It's gonna be okay. And I'm good. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. Castiel, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
I'm gonna take care of your fucking cups. Oh my god. I'm chill. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. It's cool. It's so okay.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Castiel, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why? You did a good job explaining.
Yeah, that's it.
I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Me too. Just a little bit. It's okay. It happens to everyone. It's normal.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods.
Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
The raccoon. I'm a rat, not a raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. So my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
Rat Rain, hi baby. How are you? I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I eat it. I'm so proud of you. Too fast? I'm not as proud of you. Does your tummy hurt? I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. Also almost choked. Hey, yo. Sorry. That's on me. That's on me, Chief. If I had to guess, with knowing more context about this game than most people who go into it not remembering much about the game, or not knowing anything about the game, probably has to do with her urge. Or weird urges.
That's right. It's closer to my preferred writing style.
Are you okay, Chief? Your heart is going pitter-patter? Oh, like the triple digits thing? That's normal.
Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way.
Rowena McLeod. Ma'am. What are you doing? Lay down. Yeah. This fucking cat.
It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Castia?
Shh. You shh. Shush, Yuri. Wrong site for that. Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities.
Or disrespect each other.
Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things.
Oh god, no I ain't.
Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Castiel.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. Just a really nice feeling. and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Monica, just Monica, Monica.
Hi again, Castiel. How's the writing going?
All right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
All right. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is getting better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
Oh, I've been finding more than that in Yuri. I've been finding myself in Yuri, if you catch my drift. I guess so. You can't deny she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
Yeah. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? It's me. I'm in that head.
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her.
Oh, don't kill her first.
Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Noxie, hi lovely, how are you? I hope all is well. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. Oh, pet. Pet.
Thank you, darling.
I was just saying.
But anyway, oh, I'm getting taken care of. Zip. I'm trying to not fall back in my chair. Oh, I put a rib back again. Oh. Thank you, lovely.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. I can't save and load here. I would love to. That would have been like a really cool... Alright, I didn't fucking do anything. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? No, the fuck it's not! God, I love this game.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. Just kind of a thing I've never seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing... I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Yeah, like spiraling out of control because you realize you don't really have choices and you're actually in a video game. Just a thought. Wacky, right?
It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
One fear. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind.
Just real quick, I'm gonna overwrite that save, thanks.
Or when something unexpected may happen.
Thanks, Monica. One fear.
Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
The one fear. I sorry.
Ooh, I like this one, Castiel. Has some nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
Okay. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. And again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly,
I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither. Okay.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. And you think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? That's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Castiel. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. Monica's gonna kill you. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Foreshadowing is a literary device. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Crowley's crying.
Crowley, honey. What's wrong?
Oh, this cat. He's something. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki's the only one left, so I guess we have to talk to her. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. As I see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Okay, I'm sorry. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talent writer doesn't mean I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sorta. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put it together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all in the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's not to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. I totally said that wrong, and I don't care. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri glances anxiously at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard. We must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the podium to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Castiel liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Castiel. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Castiel lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Well, what the fuck? Natsuki? It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhyme and rhythm to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki? I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, it's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. Should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, then impressing Monica. What about Yuri? Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Hold on, chat. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Castiel, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot has already begun to change. Today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. Oh, I would walk home with Yuri. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I'd feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said, but it is true. It's true. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. So I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? No. No. Save. Exit. Yeah. Oh, I wanna leave. What the fuck is that? Side story. Fuck. I don't want to be here no more. I feel like I'm somewhere where I'm supposed to be. Settings. Data collected. Quit. Well, that was anxiety if I've ever had it. Jesus Christ. Well. Damn. Weird. Anyways, thank you all for joining me today. I do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, as you know, because we're gonna hang out and not kill my voice. And watch some analog horror and talk about them. I'm very excited. Thank you for everyone who stopped by today. Thank you, Canis, again for the raid. My fox wawa. I am going to go inhale water. My throat hurts so bad. I will figure out another slot for more Doki. I forgot how much I enjoy the characters. Good night, everyone. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.